Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us. This is Focus on South Texas. You may notice those pink labels at the grocery store for staple items like bread and milk. Texas WIC, or the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, provides nutrition for mom, baby, and the family. Here to tell us more is Maggie Saldana, the Assistant Social Services Manager with Metro Health. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Well, we might see those labels at the grocery store that say WIC. So tell us what this program is all about. It's been around for a very long time.
Yes, it's been around for 50 years. Actually, we just celebrated our 50th year this past year in 2024. And so WIC is a nutrition program, like you said, but we do provide nutritious foods, but not just that. We provide breastfeeding support, and nutrition education. So for instance, the foods that we provide, they also provide a lot of key nutrients that are needed during different stages of development for children. So the program is for pregnant women, infants, and children. So children up to 5 years of age. However, if you're a foster parent, if you're a dad, a grandparent, or guardian, and you have a child that's under 5 years of age, you are also, you have the opportunity to also apply for the program.
And you just mentioned that 50-year milestone. What a significant milestone that is. So tell us about what that impact has had on these Texas families.
So a big impact. There was a recent study where it's shown that moms, if they're participating on WIC when they're pregnant, there's a reduced risk of infants being born premature or low birth weight. Also, less of a risk of them being having to go to a neonatal intensive care unit because they are, consuming these nutritious foods while they're pregnant. So that passes on to a healthier baby.
Right. Healthy mom, healthy baby,
Yes.
healthy family,
Yes.
healthy everybody. I love that.
Yes.
And another program offered by WIC is, there are the benefits that are, the breastfeeding support is another support program. We talked a little bit about that breastfeeding, but we've seen so many studies about the importance of breastfeeding and why that's beneficial for mom and for baby. So tell us how Texas WIC is helping mothers with that.
So at WIC, we have breastfeeding peer counselors. They educate moms when they're pregnant. So tell them a little bit more about the benefits of breastfeeding, the different positions, latching, just different things that will help them be successful with their breastfeeding journey. And then we also have lactation consultants. So we have these experts. If mom is having problems with latching on after she has baby or anything else going on, we do have, those breastfeeding experts there can assist mom be successful at breastfeeding.
Absolutely, because I'm sure sometimes some of the clients, they may be first-time moms and kind of, trying to navigate motherhood. So they probably have all kinds of questions, right?
Yes, there is a lot of questions. So, and that's where we have these professionals there that they're there to assist. As far as, it's very important when mom is pregnant that she knows, kind of breastfeeding is almost like on demand. If you're not breastfeeding, your milk supply may diminish. So it's very important when you are a first-time mom or, when you start breastfeeding that you don't breastfeed, that you breastfeed and then 5 hours later, let me give a bottle and then let me breastfeed later. Right. Your milk supply, it's important to know that you
have that routine.
Yes, to build up that milk supply. So that's where the education comes in. We are providing this education to the pregnant moms so they are aware of this.
I love that educational.
Yes.
And what are the benefits for signing up for WIC? And I know that, signing up, that process has also gotten easier for the client as well to apply and to sign up, right?
Yes, it has become easier. So as far as in signing up, they can apply online at texaswic.org and they can start their application online. But pretty much what they'll need to attempt to apply for the program, they'll need proof of income, proof of address, ID. And so if they're participating in Medicaid, SNAP, or TANF, then they automatically qualify for the WIC program. Okay. Now, if they're not participating in one of those programs, then we would need proof of income for the last 30 days for the household to determine if they qualify or not.
Got it. So those are kind of and tell us about who else qualifies for Texas WIC. How can they apply?
So for instance, like I mentioned, if there's a grandparent that's raising the grandchild. They can also apply on behalf of the child, also a foster parent. Sometimes dad is a stay-at-home dad, mom is working, so he can apply on behalf of the child. So it doesn't necessarily, we see the title that says women, infant, and children, and we think they're the only ones that can apply. But no, I mean, if there is a guardian, foster parent, grandparent, they can also apply on behalf of that child.
I love that, because I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I think sometimes there's like a lot of misconceptions, like, oh, this is just for moms, or this is just for babies, or this is just, you know. So I mean, you're really talking about the family and the health of the family, and the children. So what are the items, like if a person does apply for WIC, what are the main staple items that they are able to get at the grocery store?
So the main items that we provide, the food items that we provide, are items that provide key nutrients. For instance, our foods contain either iron, calcium, essential vitamins like vitamin A, C, and E, folic acid. So like that pregnant mom needs the folic acid. So just to think of it in terms of food, you would think of fresh fruits and vegetables, also beans, calcium, so your yogurt, your cheese. Those are some of the items that, you know, they receive when they are on the program.
And you're able to, when you go into the grocery store, kind of identify those items that qualify. So it makes it easy, right? It's not kind of a guessing game there.
Yes, yes. So we do have that pink label. Now that pink label, it does identify these are some of the food items. However, there's a couple that they don't have to have that pink label. So, but all that information is found online as far as the items that do have the pink label and the ones that may not have a pink label, but that do qualify still for WIC.
And speaking of WIC, tell us what makes WIC different from other assistance programs, because there are so many programs out there, but why is WIC unique? What makes WIC stand out from other programs?
I think one of the main things of why it's different is that we provide that education, we provide that one-on-one hands support, like I mentioned, with the breastfeeding. Also, like I mentioned, the food items that we do provide these essential key nutrients that are needed during different stages of development for children. So, you know, like I mentioned, iron-rich food. We do also provide iron-rich foods like the beans, the peanut butter. And so when the program first started, one of the reasons why it started, it was an initiative that was trying to combat anemia. And so that's where iron was, okay, we need to do something to you know, make this better, because women of childbearing age and young children were the ones who were seeing most of the effects that anemia was causing. So that's why WIC provides food items that address, you know, this need, and also just ensure that we are providing the key nutrients that are needed. Other programs may provide a dollar amount of food items that you can purchase, but necessarily doesn't indicate that, okay, that it's going to have all these health benefits. Like we do provide, for instance, like whole grain options, and then like the cereal that moms can get through the program. It can't contain it only has to contain a certain amount of sugar, for instance. So,
because some are way high. We don't need those way high sugar ones.
Yes, so we need to, you know, so that's one good benefit about the program, is that the nutrients that we do provide, you know, do have these key nutrients that are essential for the growth of the child. And then the program itself also, we do an assessment. So we do assess iron, and also we screen for iron and also assess their height and weight. So if they're on the program for a while, we can, you know, share with mom, monitor this is how their growth is going. If they are not gaining weight, we may provide a referral so the doctor can do a further assessment. So that's another thing about the program, is that we're screening, we're assessing, you know, their health somewhat, you know, and providing mom with feedback and a referral if needed, so that a doctor can do, you know, assess further if needed.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Maggie, for joining us. Congratulations on that 50-year milestone, and cheers to many more years ahead.
Thank you. Thank you.